Oh, we have 7 people now, actually. Oh, good morning.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hi.
Oh,
Hi,
hey.
Richard.
Good morning.
And hi,
Hello.
Tom.
So lovely to see you. I was honestly not expecting people to show up today because it's so warm
Yeah, me
and it's the
neither.
middle of the summer. Nice to have you with us.
Yeah, thanks for
So
being
fun.
here. I think Richard is in the
Um,
States, so it's, yeah, early. And Tom, hey, Tom,
Hey,
where are you based or you living? Because I never
based.
asked
I
you.
feel like.
I don't know if he's in Europe or in
And
America.
Neo Isaac, I wonder why. Is that just your icon that you have a little eye, like a little blind eye, or?
UK. Ah,
So
okay.
Tim is in.
So same time as us,
Is it Tim
UK.
or Tom?
Tom
I
Hill.
always get Tom. Sorry, I always get confused. Spain. Oh yay!
Oh, Spain.
Love
Yeah.
love Spain. Spend so much
So
time in Spain.
UK, the States,
Houston.
Spain.
Cool.
Oh, I have a friend living
And
in
then I'm in
Houston.
France and you're in Germany, so we've got lots of
Yeah,
countries covered
yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah.
It's fun.
Which, by the way, Houston, I think is a very hot city most of the time.
I've only ever driven by Houston,
Speaking
and
of
I know
heat.
Beyonce's from there. That's all I know about Houston.
Oh, she's from there?
But I
I
could
have no
imagine
idea.
it being quite hot, no, because it's in the south.
Yeah, yeah.
Isn't Houston in Texas?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
hot.
yeah, it's
hot in
close to my
Texas
city
in
in
the
Mexico, so it's kind of like similar weather. Very,
summer.
very hot. Yeah, same here. We were just complaining that
I
there's
wonder
no air conditioning here in Europe.
yeah, Europeans don't love their AC.
Mm.
Where in the world right now is it actually not boiling hot? I'm trying to think. Is there a place other than maybe the
Well,
Arctic?
you know, Argentina, like it's winter. Chile, like South America, they have winter time right
True.
now. So,
And Australia also.
yeah,
101, that's a
exactly.
lot.
So for them, it
Yeah.
would be completely opposite, I guess.
True.
Maybe they don't have
Okay.
such a cold
Yeah.
winter. That would be interesting to ask them. It was 100. I don't know about Fahrenheit. I'm afraid.
101 Fahrenheit, I think, is like 30, above
okay.
30. 101 Fahrenheit in Celsius.
Okay.
Like, I think that right now, oh, that's very hot. That's almost 40 degrees. You win.
Okay,
I was about to be like, it's 33 degrees here, but no, you win. That's very hot.
Okay.
Anything above 35 is already like too much for me.
Well, about 30, I would say.
Which is saying a lot. I used to say 30, and then I moved to Europe, land of no AC, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll adjust my threshold for heat. Now at 35, I stopped thinking. It used to be like, yeah, 30. But 30 here in Paris feels so different from like Barcelona, for example. I was in Barcelona in July, as you know, and it was 30, 28. It felt to me like it was 40 degrees because there was so much humidity. And then I came back to Paris and it was the same temp, and it was so much, like if I sit in the shade here, I'm fine because it's dry. But it's, yeah, it's that extra humidity that makes you feel, hey, Raph is here. I was just talking about how I was looking forward to reading the tweet thread that you just posted about the crypto scammer.
Yeah, hello, Raph.
I guess scammed your friend through a dating app. I'm very curious about that story. 38, but we all have AC, thank goodness.
Yeah, in America
100% humidity. That's yeah. Because Houston, I drove by there on my way to. Oh my goodness, where does everyone go to celebrate Mardi Gras?
I have no idea. Actually, I have no. Austin?
I didn't know.
The music city in Texas?
We had been in Austin. We had left Austin, drove by Houston to get to, oh my God, what's it called? The place that got flooded.
New Orleans.
Thank you, Richard. Yeah. Okay. And that's just humidity everywhere. So the whole time it was just like humid. Thanks, guys, in the chat. You all knew before me. Everyone guessed it before I could remember.
Cool.
So today we thought we would do a little impromptu stream, just us, because we left off last time in the middle of trying to implement a refraction shader.
With raymarch?
We thought it'd be fun to do that. Yeah.
To finish up.
Raymarching, light bending, photons. Well, not really photons, like we're not dealing with photons, but that's what refraction is. It's photons. So yeah, I don't know. Should we go over our code from last time?
Yeah, let's do that.
Just so because situate everybody.
And be patient with us today because there's a lot of
it's hot.
So it's hard to think. Plus, I think it was more than a month the last time that we actually streamed together, so we have to kind of like catch up of our own code from before. But
I did try to look at it a little bit before, just to like not be totally lost. But okay, so yeah, we wanted a cute. What did we implement last time that was particular? That we brought in the mouse.
Hold on. First of all,
sorry,
I will have to make the collab mode because obviously you cannot code.
It's true. It's on private right now. I don't see your little cursor.
No, let me do that. Just I'm gonna share the URL with you.
I really love our background. That's like our second shader that we ever made together, I think, but it's still one of my favorites.
Yeah, me too.
Makes me happy.
Oh, there.
The colors, the shapes, the gradient.
We should see each other now.
Okay, but I don't see anything on the screen anymore. I don't know if that's...
Yeah, I had to turn it off. Otherwise, everybody sees the URL and then they can come into the collab mode and be there.
Do you see me?
Well,
I'm going to put myself way at the
I'm
top. I'm on line 12.
Hold on, line 12. No, I don't see you. Do you see me?
No. Let me...
Line
oh, wait,
12?
you sent me the link again, didn't you?
Yeah,
My bad. I was just refreshing.
No, you have to take the new link.
I am here now. Here I am. Hi.
Okay, now I see you. Yes.
I see you.
Yes. Cool.
Hey.
Okay.
So,
by the way, before he goes, I wanted to give a shout out to Raphael because we just met in real life this weekend. So yeah, that was great.
Let's talk about that for a second. You just got back from Berlin. Tell us all about that.
Yeah.
Dive in, if you want.
No pressure, of course, just really quick. But I also wanted to say thanks to Raphael because we were just so lucky that his meetup was running during the same time that me and Ambika were there for our shader workshop. So thanks for the invitation, and it was great to go there, meet him, and meet all the other artists or people interested in creative coding in Berlin in the community. So thanks, we really enjoy it. I really personally enjoy it. Very inspiring always to to hear about others people's technique to do creative coding, not necessarily with shaders. Sometimes not even like a web programming language that I'm so used to, so completely something else, or like even like with devices and gear. So yeah, that was great. And for people that are watching and maybe are new to Berlin and didn't know and wanted to to meet minded people, just like check out. Maybe you can put the link in the chat, Rafael, of your like creative coding meetup, so that new people can go there, join and meet. Because I know that Berlin is
I lived in Berlin for like a year and I never went, and then I left and I was visiting and I went and I was like, I cannot believe I never came, because I was just being like very shy and nervous and like I don't know. But of all of the creative coding meetups I've been to ever, or meetups period, the Berlin one is by far the most like welcoming, fun, like no egos, everyone just like excited about stuff.
That's how I felt. So definitely like so I can totally recommend it. So you can have a safe space to go and share, or if you're too shy, you can just listen, and maybe the next time, the second time if you go, you feel the strength to as well to show the work. Creative.
And I feel also like, what was I gonna say? No, I totally lost my train of thought now because I was trying to find the link. Never mind, ignore me.
Okay.
Here is the link. I'm gonna paste it into the chat.
You found it. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna make me log in. Okay, it's just creativecode.berlin, so I'll type it in. Creativecode.berlin.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you pasted, I can say the same, by the way, as you, that I've spent many times in Berlin in the past, because I've lived close to Berlin for many years now. But it was the first time that I actually went and saw the creative scene of Berlin. So
I mean, I get it. It's so intimidating, right? If you don't know anybody to walk into spaces like that. So.
Well, I wasn't doing digital art before when I was in Berlin, so that was for me. That was basically, I've been in Berlin many times, but I just was like not into digital art before. So, and I got it in the pandemic. Like really more into it. So, and since then.
The first time you ever experimented with it was because of COVID. That's wild.
Yeah. When I think about it, like really when I got more and I look at my timeline, it was basically the year that the pandemic started. So of course, like if I would
Hey, Nicole.
Wanted to network. There was no possibility in real life, not even in my city.
Totally.
So, hi, Nicole. Yeah, good morning. Good afternoon.
So fun to see people here.
Yeah.
For me, it's always a gamble when we do stuff, especially like alone, randomly like this, because I'm always like midday, midsummer. Who's around? People are around.
But actually, there's a lot of people, so thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can go back to the code.
We can go back to the code. So we have a cube. We have a basic raymarch scene that we can go over if people want. So what we did last time that was particular that we hadn't really done before was just to bring in like the mouse position as a uniform value. Oh, it's a shame that like me moving the scene doesn't move it for you. That would have been a fun thing for CodePension.
Yeah, true. I have to put my mouse myself.
Yeah, I was just like rotating the cube. But because, we thought we would spend the time doing that because, refraction is more fun if you can like look at all of the angles being refracted, right? So now we have like the actual crux of the whole exercise left to do, which is essentially to
add refraction to the cube.
Make the cube be like transparent and reflective, which means that we need somehow to access light, which means that we need normals. I mean, I have a really basic get normals function I can just paste in if you want.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I feel like here we go. I'm gonna put it just above get ray direction on line 61.
61.
There we go.
61. Oh, we already had.
Why is there an error?
Because I
think we already have get normal.
I
didn't see it when I was looking at our code before.
No, we don't have it. Sorry, I thought it's get ray direction. I got confused. Yeah, just pasted it again. Yeah, we don't have one.
Let me try it. It was creating an error though, which is surprising. Why? Why the error? Why is there an error?
At least we have the.
Shout out to Sean again, Martjin now, for giving us our debugging tool, although I can't see the bottom of it. I guess the bug is too long.
It's not red. Let me see. Vector 2.
Vec 3.
Because
why is there an error there?
Try to read the
Well, what if I just like return, whoops. Let's see what part of the code is causing a problem.
You would need a floating number.
Yeah.
I think.
The function, right. You're right. Oh, I need a vec3, don't I?
Oh, maybe that was a...
Okay. So if I put the rest of the things in here.
I see it. Maybe... The get distance. You know, the first line of that code, we don't... You need to bring back the get distance.
Oh, we don't have that.
Yeah, exactly.
True. Okay.
So bring the get distance function above get normal.
Dist. Okay. Get dist here. And then let me see if I can put back the proper return value, which was just what? It was just normalize n. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna just fix things for us here for the eye so I can see. I'm in the get distance function just to see what it's doing. So you have a rotation.
Oh, I can get rid of that for now.
With the vector 3. This is cosine, what is it called? Domain warp, isn't it?
Yeah, but I just deleted it because we don't need it yet.
Okay, good, okay.
But we know we can put it there if we want to like more. Like I was playing around a lot with that last year. Actually, I want to do it again. But once I got the refraction, I was like, ooh, what if I like twist and turn the refracted like glass? Like how will that create effects? And it created some really funny like bubble artifacts inside because of how many times I guess the light was getting bounced off because of the twist. Because just like resituate everybody, when we're doing refraction, we're like really looking at how the light hits the surface it's going to go into, then how it like ricochets off that once it's inside, and then based on like the density of the inside part, it goes through it and then out again. So there's like 4 angles that the light basically is giving us, or that we need to be able to kind of calculate to create the effect we want. So there's some math involved, but I took like lots of notes on the Art of Code video that maybe I can put in the chat again for people if they want to re-explore it.
Yeah, do that. And by the way, great to hear that Tom was saying that he learned about Ralph because of our stream. So yeah, that's
so fun. And Patricio apparently, or Patricio on his one.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah, because Patricio was a guest in his stream. Yeah, true. Last year, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so here I'm pasting the part 1. I'm pasting into the chat. That's light bending. Oops. Light bending part 1. There's part 2 also, but we won't get personally like together today. I don't think we're gonna get that far. Maybe we'll do that in another future stream, but for now let's try to just get like the base refraction.
I would say some
elements. And I feel like people know what normals are, but just in case, it's just like normals really let you kind of understand the way the light is going to bounce off the 3D shape in your scene, right? Is there a better way to explain that, Eliza?
Say it again, because I was looking at the code. Sorry, I wasn't listening to you.
For me, normals is like the way that light's going to bounce off the 3D thing in your scene. Whatever 3D object you have, when you know the normals, you can understand how the lights are going to create shade or not shade, or I guess refraction or whatever.
Yeah, and
you understand.
Yeah,
right?
and I like to think about normalization in general, just that it's this range that you're limiting as well your space, so that it doesn't like go unlimitedly like to infinite. So because that's why you have to do this normalization, so that you keep a range always. And in this case,
normals, like normal surface normals, the same as normalized values? I'd never thought of it that way.
Good question, but I was thinking
I know normalization is for vectors, right? Normals.
But I would think that the normals is the same, that you get a range.
Let me quickly Google that.
Please do that, because otherwise I was confusing both of them. Or I was associating the normal with the normalization, with a range.
Normals are a line, right? Thank you, Nicole.
But do they have a limit? They're not infinite, right?
I think normals are unit vectors, I think, which would make sense based on what you're saying. Wait, are normals unit vector? Is normal a unit vector? First Google question. A unit normal vector is a two-dimensional. Wait, a unit normal vector, vector with a magnitude of 1 that is yeah, exactly. Okay.
They just give a direction.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so they don't have a range.
A normal is indeed a unit vector.
Okay.
It's not a range.
Okay.
But it is just 1.
Then scratch what I was saying. That was like only for normalizing things, not for a normal, which is a direction.
So normalizing things is like taking a range that's like 1 to 1,000 and reducing it to 0 to 1, right?
Yeah.
That's a normalized value. So you could have vectors that like go infinitely into space, and then you want to like come down to unit vectors because they're just giving you, like Raph is saying, a direction.
I put now a comment.
Okay, and so what we want is direction so that we know where our light is going to go.
Now that you were saying that, can you look at the function that we had before, below get normal? We had a function called get ray direction.
Get ray direction.
But and that one is different,
get ray direction might,
Okay, yeah. Than the normal that we're trying to get.
I have.
Oh yeah, because this get definitely. Normal is trying to get the direction of the light that's coming inside the cube, and that's gonna exit the cube.
Well, that's gonna hit the cube from the outside and then go through the cube and then hit it back out.
Exit
so
the
like
cube.
I always picture, if you have the cube, the way that I picture normals is like these like little lines that just point up from the cube. So based on where it's rotating, you see the way the light's gonna So that's what Nicole was saying, right? The lines at a right angle on a given surface. There's always going to be a 90-degree angle. You can't really have. I mean, you can definitely have warped normals. I've done it by accident in Blender, and it's ridiculous. But the idea is to actually use them, right?
Yeah, I got a comment in here is not to forget that, getting a direction would be like synonym of getting a normal. So.
Okay, so we have like the most important part, I'd say, which is like understanding, I guess, the direction of the normals, which is what that function does. And so I have this template, right, that I was telling you about that I built based off of the art of code. And inside it, all of the calculations for the actual refraction happen within that if statement that checks the distance versus max distance. So in our code, we are doing that on line...
Oh, hold on. Can people still see us? I see an error.
165.
Wait, I think OBS...
I'm good. I still see us.
Yeah? Okay, good.
Really?
I don't know.
Oh, no, wait, we froze.
In my Twitch is error 5000. I've never seen that before.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. On my iPad, we're frozen.
Okay, so I don't know what happened. Weird. Maybe raymarching is really like frying my computer.
A normal will always be at a 90 degree to a surface. The ray direction is likely the ray of light, which will bounce off surfaces. Nicole is so knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Oh, are you back now? I'm just reading your description. Nicole, you are so knowledgeable.
Yeah.
And you do not have a pea brain at all. I really appreciate that explanation. It's very clear. Yeah. Ray direction is ray of light. But the ray direction is to draw our 3D shape. So that's very different from the normals.
Yeah, I understood that. That's for the light.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, what I was saying right before the glitch was that, yeah, so as far as I've understood, all of the calculations that we are going to do, we're going to take place within the if statement in our code on line 164.
Oh, let me scroll down. Hold on. 164.
But I'm not sure. Yeah, so I guess we would have to put like curly brackets.
Yeah, exactly.
And like open it up. But then I am a little bit nervous because I see that it returns shape color and I don't know how to add that to shape. Like, I don't know. Well, anyways, we can play around with it and see.
Let's see what we had shape color. Wait, what is shape color? Color is the ray depth.
The color is right here on 162.
And the scene is the current distance.
Right. So shape color, I think, is going to disappear anyways because we're going to have refraction. It'll be like transparent. But yeah, shape color is on 162, and it takes the colors that we laid out on 153, 154. So let's just code some stuff into the if.
Yeah, put it in there, and then we can figure out how to put it back, kind of like in the template that we had.
Yeah. Okay. Do we have ray? Okay, we're gonna have to translate some things because what I'm pasting is like, I'm gonna go section by section, but it's I think that there's some bits and bobs that we need to reformulate for our own purposes. For example, RO and RD, ray origin and ray direction. In our code, we call that Ray-der.
Yeah.
And then RO is going to be
maybe the ray depth.
Depth.
Or the current distance.
Origin. No, I'm gonna guess that it's ray depth because I feel like that makes more sense. So we'll see. Why is there still an error? D. What is D? D for me is the raymarch function.
The raymarch function?
Ooh, this part is tricky. Yeah, so in my template, I have an external function.
Let me see.
Yeah, if you look at my template on line 127, you'll see.
Okay, there's a raymarch, and where's the raymarch function?
Yeah. And then the raymarch function
is basically the
on line 81.
Steps.
Yeah, it's the for loop. Which are ifs. Okay, so this is the inside out part of converting my template because your if statement here that we have is inside the for loop.
Yeah, true.
So maybe it's not the right place to put it.
Yeah, let me think for a second.
Maybe it's not the right place to put it.
the raymarch function is basically our loop where we're shooting the ray. That I get it, okay. And then what you're doing down here is that you
I swapped it basically.
Wouldn't that raymarch function be our raymarch function too, like 137? No, when I think about it.
In my code or?
No, in our code, like if you look
at yeah.
137, we have this function called raymarch, right? And inside we have shooting the. Wouldn't this be for us? I think that's
the same. Yeah,
I think this, which means that we have to write what you were gonna write inside there. I think we have to write it here on the main function, shouldn't we?
Well, in my template, it is in the main function. The if statement and all of that, those calculations for lighting are directly in the main.
Yeah, I think function. We have to do it as well, just like that too.
Okay, so let me delete this.
Yeah.
But then, so do we move the if statement or do we leave that?
I think for now we can leave the if statement. Let me see if there's an if statement for the epsilon in this raymarch.
On 164, I just put it back to what it was. So then,
yeah, I think you can bring it in the main. Let's try to bring it in the main because I think that raymarch function that you have is basically our raymarch.
Right. Okay, so I see my line 127 float D is going to be our line 179, I think, with the color equals raymarch, ray direction, cam position.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it is. So I'm going to grab, I'm going to grab the index of refraction and then the whole if statement. Let's see how that goes. And I'm going to put it here. We're going to get an error, but
yeah, I know.
We can debug. Okay, and I put like a lot of notes so we can understand everything. Like I really documented it because, yeah.
You have all of this in the main. Ah, yeah, there's an if null statement in the main. Okay.
That's the only part to contend with that I think is confusing for me because I'm not sure how to remove it from line 164. Well, maybe, I don't know.
From 164? In your code?
Our line 164 where
okay.
Where we can ignore my template now because we have the core bits that we needed, but because if we have our if statement check on 164 to position the cube from our raymarch function, how do we get that out of it and move it into, because like RD would then become color, I think. But I'm going to change the D to color. That makes sense because color here calls our raymarch function. And then RO becomes 𝗀𝗃.
Yes, I think so.
And then RD becomes ray direction. Translating is so hard. And then D is color. And then we know we've hit our position based on my comment.
Yeah, I think so.
And what was, then P.
P is the one that you just predefined.
Right. RD in. Oh, that's being defined, so that's fine. And that's fine, IOR we have. And then everything after is already defined, basically. RD, RN, exit, blah, 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 reflect, diff, dot, and yeah, these are all things that are properly defined already. Call.
That one
call.
Is the one.
I think that is the only thing. Oh, right, and then call. This is like, I don't know what this is for. It's for gamma correction, apparently. I'm going to leave that there. And then this becomes call. Call is color, yeah. And then, yeah, call is defined here at the bottom.
But call is not defined on the first place.
Where is it? Oh, yeah, right, it's true. Because above this color, that's why they changed it to D. So, yeah, I put it on 179.
Oh, yeah, I see.
So,
okay.
But that's confusing. Maybe I should delete vec4 color. No, that's confusing. Wow, col and color. Color is our object.
But wait, col is a vector 3.
Yes, but then our color is a vec 4, 174, the one that we defined before.
Yeah, I know, but I was thinking like line 212, you know, where you replace color for. I'm just gonna add just like.
Oh yeah.
Another vector because that's.
But yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah, totally. Thank you.
See. Wait a second. We still have some errors.
I wish I could. Can you see the errors? Is your screen big enough? I can't see them. I just see a lot of text.
No, I cannot scroll. Yeah, I can't scroll either. So. But I could open the console to see here.
Oh, is it going to be? Let me check. Maybe I can see it.
Oh, dimension mismatch.
Nope,
okay, hold on.
Oh, yes, I do. Okay.
I'm gonna fix the code a little bit to. I'm gonna go back from the beginning. Maybe. Hold on. Can I delete the stuff that is commented for a moment? Is that okay? Because you have it from your template, right? Because then I'm gonna comment everything.
Yeah, I have it all. As we go. Maybe it's easier as we go, since it's.
Yeah, because then it's easier to debug. So if we just delete.
Did we glitch again? Oh no, I just hadn't hit play. My bad. Okay.
I don't know. Are we glitching? I hope.
No. I just when we glitched, my thing went on pause and I hadn't hit play yet.
Okay, I think we don't have a maximum distance, do we? Yeah, that was a problem.
We do.
So instead of max distance,
what did we call it?
Raymarch max distance. So.
Isn't it epsilon? Oh right, no.
No, it's Raymarch max distance.
Yeah.
Okay, starting from there, that was the first error. Then second error is this. Hold on. Call this a vector 3. And I think now there should not be any error. Why are you? Oh, I think. Why? What do you normally have? D. D is the Raymarch. 1, 2, 3.
D would have been our color, I think. But we don't have any anyway.
But why is it complaining? Oh, okay. Because in his Raymarch function or in the it's a floating number.
The return of the Raymarch in mine, yeah.
Ah, I see. We need to convert.
Yours is a vec 4. It's very different types.
So it has to be like a float. Otherwise, maybe we need to convert the Raymarch function into a float ourselves too, I suppose, because otherwise we will not be able to do the if and else statement with a vector 3, I believe, unless the raymarch, because the max distance of course is a float, so you have to do float against float, or could you make it a vector 4? I don't even know if that's possible. The
Raymarch float?
No,
I don't know.
The max distance.
Oh.
So you know, so that we match.
I don't think you. That would be like a quaternion. That would be not fun. A 4-dimensional distance vector. No, that would be a nightmare. I don't know if you've ever tried to do quaternion math, but it is not fun.
So I'm thinking that maybe we needed to do the Raymarch as a float.
I mean, okay, we can do that.
Because otherwise we're not gonna, you know, the thing is that in this if else statement, you cannot tell it like vector 3 is the vector 3 like smaller than a float. You have to compare two floats.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely.
And our color is a vector 4 because our Raymarch function is a vector 4 in our code.
Hey, computational mama's here. Hi.
Oh, hello.
Sorry, we're just debugging our. We have a template, my working template, and what we had started last time. they don't play well together. We've got a type issue. Oh yeah, true. We still have to figure out how to make that happen. I mean, I feel like
Nicole was saying that she also do raymarch as a float. Okay, yeah, maybe we should do raymarch as a float too.
I think I've mainly done it that way.
Yeah, doing it as a float?
Ever since, I mean, yeah. I think just because I started playing with the refraction stuff for so long ago that now for me it makes a lot of sense that way. But
okay, yeah, but let's do that. I'm gonna leave the one that we have, and then just below on line 71 I'm gonna copy paste and call it maybe float.
Do you want me to comment this big chunk out?
No, leave it, because I mean we're not gonna use it, so you don't need to comment it.
But it has the same, well, let me put an underscore at least in the name. So
I put a new name in here. I call it raymarch float.
Oh, okay.
So that we know. So, and this means that in the end we have to return a float instead of the shape color. We have to return. Wait.
Yeah, it is, Ambika. We're keeping going from last time. So we're trying to make the cube that we have. No, we've never met Raf in real life. I mean, we know each other quite well, but we've never met physically. Yeah, we are trying to figure out a nice way to make that happen. That involves like
yeah, we haven't
community
met. They were asking if we have met. No, we have never met.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah. Not yet. Digital besties, shader besties, but not yet in person.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that it'll happen in 2023. At this point, it's been 3 years.
I know.
Right?
we both met other people surrounding the community, but not each other.
Totally. Yeah. Aw, I love that emoji. Is that like a little crying blob?
Mm-hmm. It is, yeah.
With confusing lore. Yeah. Are we being confusing? Why? Why? Confusing lore. Wait, lore is like mythology.
Really?
Okay.
Yours isn't the only stream with confusing lore. Yeah, what is that?
Lore is like history and stories, I guess. Like the lore of your country. But it's a very, it's like a word I hear a lot in England or like Ireland or Canada, I guess. Commonwealth countries. Okay, so we have our raymarch float.
I'm just trying to return a float.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So for now, okay, so that means that we could have something else called in here. You said that D was the raymarch function, but now we have this raymarch float. So we could do a float D actually, so that we're not.
Oh yeah, true. Are you guys still Commonwealth? I thought that was. Oh, I'm transparently terrible at history and geography, so I apologize in advance. No, and because saying in India also they're part of the Commonwealth, I didn't think that India was still part of the Commonwealth. I feel like a giant idiot now.
Yeah, me too.
I'm enjoying all of the jokes in the chat, and it's very hint. Is India part of the Commonwealth? Part of the Commonwealth.
Shouldn't be an error. Why do I still have an error? Raymarch float.
That's wild.
What if I comment this? And if I comment this? Oh, I still have an error. I'm just commenting everything else. I'll have to comment this for a moment. Okay, no more error. So it means that in here.
Ah, okay, you're not anymore. Okay, I'm not. I feel less stupid. But actually, I just Googled it, and apparently you are. I'm confused.
Drawing distance equal y hiding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna stop looking at history of India now and come back to the raymarch. But yeah, that threw me for a second. I was like, wait, what? Okay. So we are. What line are you on?
We are very lost.
So our raymarch. I'm just gonna click the little arrow and close the raymarch, normal raymarch. So now we have our float raymarch. Cool.
But ray depth is a float. So why are you?
But you're adding stuff to the raymarch function right now, right?
I didn't add. I was just returning a float.
Like. But so wait a second. I feel like there's a lot of extra stuff in here now suddenly.
I'm in line like 203, trying to just return.
Okay, wait. You're not. Yeah, my bad. I didn't realize you were taking the same function and just changing it. I thought you were taking the one from the template. That's why I was like, why is this function so
No,
long?
I just copy pasted ours, and then I thought, let me return.
We're gonna return a float.
Oh, I see what was happening. I think. Yeah, now I see what was. So you know the heat and we're returning 3 things in our own function, so I had to. So now we have floats in the 3 returns, and that means that if we were to define D with our raymarch float, and then maybe uncomment this, everything is working still. Yes, and now we can comment line by line. I mean 227 uncommenting everything from your template. 227.
Yep.
So now
I have errors. Oh yeah, you do too. Okay.
Wait, I'm gonna start again. So vector 3 can pause.
Okay.
Oh, there's an error here. Yeah, because ray direction is vector 3. And yeah. So originally, what is that? What is?
But I mean, I don't see why that would be a problem, because the P is a vec3, 𝗏𝗀 is a vec3, and color is also a vec3. So why is it a problem if ray direction is a vec3?
Vec3. Ah, yeah. Because color we need only RGB, I think. Oh, yeah. Because color is a vector 4 for us.
Ah, okay. Okay. Okay, and then we can safely get our normals.
But
I'm feeling confident about this one.
Let's just use D for now, because I actually renamed that D. So
okay.
Yeah, now uncomment, keep uncommenting. It should be fun. Wait, I have another error again. Hold on.
Oh, that's just me. I commented out color, but maybe we need a. Yeah, I'll just leave color then. I thought it was the extra. So now a normal should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So now we start with the refraction. So ray direction in, right? When the light hits the initial surface and wants to bounce into the cube, and we have error.
Because the index of refraction, I had to comment it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's uncommented now.
Oh, so what is index of refraction? Do people care, or should we wait until we can see something? I'll wait until we see something.
Yeah, let's wait. Yeah, exactly. Once we see it, I think it's easier.
It makes no sense if you can't see. So we have ray direction in, right, when the light hits the surface, and then we have the point of entry when it goes in. That's this next line. Then we have the distance inside the cube. Wait, we have an error. Why?
Because the
surf distance? Do we have a surface distance?
No, you have to bring that in because I don't know what's that.
Where did I set that? I think I set that at the top. Yeah,
I found it.
At the top. I'll put it.
Oh, it's like epsilon, isn't it?
Yeah. I thought the same when I encountered it. We could just use epsilon, but surf distance is clearer, so it's up to you.
Okay. Oh yeah, no, it's the same. No,
yours.
Take it. I just noticed that it's the same. You can use whatever. Yeah, use surf distance. It does make more sense.
Okay.
I just noticed that it's just a very. I actually saw that we have it up here, so that's why I don't know why it's not reading it, because you define it on line 11.
Yeah. P minus n. Okay, so I guess it's something in the raymarch function. Oh, I know why. Because we need raymarch float.
Ah, true. And lowercase, actually.
It has to be small.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on.
Hold on.
Did I write it wrong?
Oh, because we have to an extra value. I'm just gonna. For us, it's actually we are taking it 4 values.
We don't need the UV, maybe.
No, but in our template we do. So. So that's why. But hold on.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Composition reading. Wait, why do we have a Oh no, hold on. I was confused.
In because that's the light.
Yeah, I was confused. So this is a vector 3. How is it in us? I'm just gonna bring this. Hold on. Oh, here it's just right. Wait. I'm gonna bring this here. So we have vector 3, which is p enter, then we have a vector 3, which is rd in, then we have a vector 2, supposedly, maybe that's one, and then we have a uv. Now it's okay. You can continue.
Amazing. Okay, so direction when you're in, and then we do a raymarch. No,
this
again.
Is, keep it coming, that's not.
That's when you, sorry, I was about to be like, I don't understand.
That's not meant to. That was just for me to read the parameters. Oh.
Right. Okay, wait. Let me look at my thing for a second. Okay. So that was my bad. I wasn't looking properly at my template. So then we have the point of exit. So you bounce in, through, and then you want to go back out. So you have to do the same again and get the normal also for the exit. And then you want to do we have no errors, right? Yeah. Ray direction out. So that's where there's this like fancy handy dandy function that exists in GLSL that previously, about 8 months ago when I tried to do this in CodePen, was not available for the browser, but has become since. So that's fun. So you can just call that. Ooh, get some water ASMR.
Oh, you heard that?
Very nice. Bubbles. And then you do an if statement where you grab the dot product, which is, I can visualize it in my head, but I cannot explain it. It's something to do with right angles and
I believe that that product is to multiply 2 vectors, isn't it? Let me check the book of shaders.
Isn't it like to find the angle of a vector or something like that?
I'm gonna check in book of shaders.
It's one of the really important ones, like the core concepts too, but I'm terrible at explaining the dot product. Every time I watch people explain, I'm like, right, that makes a lot of sense, but it's hard.
Here is the dot product.
Tweet it, like to summarize it in a tweet.
The dot returns the dot product of 2 vectors.
If x and y are the same, the square root of the dot product is the same as the length of the vector, the input. Yeah, so it's the angle of a vector, basically.
Okay. Yeah, I don't use so much this function yet, so I also don't know how to explain it.
It's hard, but it's like very useful. If people are into Unity shaders at all, there's that girl whose name I always forget, Freya. She does a really good explanation of it.
Yeah, hold on. I actually, I'm gonna look a little bit. Give me 2 minutes, because I had a paper on the dot product that I was reading like 3 months ago, and then I was like, oh, I finally understand this even when I don't use it. Where did I put it?
The addition or subtraction of 2 vectors leads to another vector. Dot products, on the other hand, lead to just a number which can be very important in shader writing when used the right way. The number holds the key to how shading is done at any given point on the surface of a 3D object. It is a scalar quantity, which basically means that it's just a number, not a vector. A dot product between 2 vectors is denoted by a complicated math formula that I can't explain. And it is calculated by multiplying two parallel vector magnitudes. Yeah, okay. If that helps at all. It's basically the angle between two vectors is what I take away from this, but maybe someone can explain better. She is a goat.
She is what?
The goat. I don't know what the acronym means, but I know that it means that they're great. I feel but what does goat mean? I've looked it up before. Goat mean in slang. The greatest of all time. Yes, I agree. Greatest of all time. I did know that at some point, but I cannot keep up with all the acronyms. Okay, so dot product, angle of two vectors, calculated via their magnitude. And then we have a float diff, which is another dot product. Can't tell you what that, oh wait, did I write notes for that somewhere? What is diff? Nope, I didn't write any notes, so it was not important to me at that time, I guess. Apologies. And then we have the reflection color. Oh wait, we have an error. Do we have palette in here?
I don't think so. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
We have to
so yeah, if we want, we can grab it. I think I have it in my thing.
Yeah, you can bring it in.
Here it is. Yeah, I'm gonna paste it there. I'm gonna put it underneath epsilon. Here we go, palette. So now we can set our color if we want, the reflective color, and then, so no errors, we make color equal reflection color. And so you'll notice that in,
something is happening,
okay,
at least something is happening.
Something
I was afraid
nothing
would happen, honestly, so.
Digital friend. Yeah, okay. So you'll notice that in the palette function, we are sending in RD out. So you're getting the final calculation of the light bouncing out, and you're sending that into palette at the position of brightness, which for me has always worked really well. So once we get the proper cube after, we can play around with how we use that, I guess. But like we have a cube, sort of. Oh, yeah. And there is some, if you move your mouse a specific way, you can kind of see, oh my God, Andy, hi. Andy is in here. Well, now I'm self-conscious because he's a wizard.
You have to
he
tell
is
me,
a really talented digital artist who I talk to on the internet sometimes. He's nice to have you with us. But now I'm
oh, he's explaining something about what we were saying about the dot product. When vectors are
perpendicular, the dot product is 0, and when they point in opposite directions, it is negative. It's proportional to how much the vectors are pointing in the same direction.
Oh, okay. So basically, is that what the dot product is? Is that what the dot product is? Like when you want to find where two vectors meet? Would that be?
Well, if
that's why you were talking about an angle.
Like this or like this.
Ah, okay.
It'll like if it's 0, then you know that they're not gonna. They're not at an angle.
So it's basically the point that they met. Okay. Nah, that makes now a better like click in my head to understand like if you wanna understand where they meet. But I'm so happy that we have something. I felt a little bit lost, honestly.
Like, yeah, okay. Is it maybe just the distance that's making, you know how sometimes we don't put the raymarch cube far away, but I guess
no, but hold on. So there's another line that it's commented in here. I'm gonna uncomment it.
Oh, right. But that's just the gamma correction. I don't think that is gonna do much. It's just for color. It's just like an extra thing that the guy from Art of Code threw in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it just makes it harder to see. Maybe I'll turn that off for now.
Yeah. Turn that
off. That's for later.
And then let me...
So I wonder if we should maybe, just for fun, turn the background black and see what we have just on the cube.
Which means...
Where do we set the background?
The background is in our raymarch.
Thank you.
Right now, for example,
and Nicole also.
I'm returning background color X. So...
okay.
G.
Do we need to return something from that?
Let me see if that changes the color in the background. Or maybe that's... No, that didn't change the... No, that was a nice test to see if actually I was changing the background color.
Well, we could just do... I think, to be honest, I'm just going to try, but we can undo. But I think we could
But which line are you? Can you tell me which line are you?
208. I'm just gonna set the.
No, but don't do that because we have to return a float. You know, that was the.
We don't have to. Why do we have to?
Because.
I just get an error on Twitch.
Oh really? No, it
cannot access content.
It says that it reconnected now. I didn't do anything on OBS, but it reconnected now.
Are we back?
I think we're back. I think we're back. Yes, I can see us.
Let me see. Oh yeah, we're back.
Should be fine now.
Sorry guys, gals, internet friends.
Yeah, my VPN.
Thanks for sticking with us.
I totally forgot that if I have my VPN when I host, my VPN is like, I think it limits my traffic somehow. It's blocking stuff sometimes, and it blocks my
it really
own
slows
traffic.
Everything down.
Yeah, so I totally forgot that I have to turn it off when I stream. So I'm really enjoying your mail out. Ah, yeah.
What's a mail out? Is that a newsletter?
Yeah, this 𝗙𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗀. I think I told you the last time, but a reminder, he has a wonderful newsletter on WebGL. So, and I think the last 2 issues.
I was looking this morning at it. I didn't realize that was the same person.
Yeah, that's Daniel.
I am obsessed with your newsletter.
Yeah, bird text shaders, and this one was I haven't read the
GPU stuff. No.
I haven't read the one that I saw yesterday on my inbox yet, but yeah, he has a great newsletter, so go check it out.
It's Refraction. That's why.
Okay.
That's why I got
Maybe
excited.
that way.
Okay. Today I was like.
So it's our topic, actually.
So if you want to like review everything that we're covering, maybe in a more organized way, you can watch the replay. But also check out this. Let me see. Can I share it in the chat? What's the website?
Yeah, I shared the last time. Oh, Tom already shared it. Great. Yeah, off-screen canvas.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It's great. And so there's this lovely print magazine that used to exist called Off-Screen, and I kept thinking every time I get the emails, I was like, wait, what? Off-Screen is back? Because
I think this.
Oh no, it
still exists, no? Or no? Not the print magazine?
So it folded, and then the guy wrote a big long email being like, no, I'm going to bring it back, and then they closed it again. It's a shame because it was really good, but magazine, maybe it's back. Maybe it's back in just digital form. I just liked that magazine a lot because it was focused on like the human aspect of tech, which is nice. But yeah, no, I think it isn't. I have the last issue 24. So there aren't any new ones. But I mean, 24 is a good run for such a quality publication. Okay, so I'm very excited now to look at this Refraction
issue.
Like his take on it.
Ah, okay.
Daniel's take on it, and he does bubbles and Refraction. All my favorite things. Amazing. Wait, what?
I even forgot that I said that off-screen canvas was better.
Oh no, off-screen canvas is great. Great. I'm glad you listened to Eliza.
Yeah, I liked it.
Tainted canvas has like a negative connotation to it. It's tainted, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Tainted love. So I always think about this song, you know. So it's too much in my head, so I don't know. Off-screen canvas sounds kind of like cool.
So once you hear it in your life, it's forever imprinted in your brain. Definitely.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Okay, let me open
So we were trying to figure out.
So we had something sort of. I mean.
Yeah, hold on. I am sure it's a raymarch function because we changed it a bit rather the one that you have. So just for like, I think for a quick debug, let's bring your raymarch function. Can you bring it here?
Oh yeah, sure.
Just bring it here below the raymarch flow that I created, because that's gonna be even quicker. And then just
what's your line?
Line 214.
214. You created. You want me to paste it above the name?
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like it needs to be above the get normal. Are you sure? Well, okay.
Yeah, I think it should work there.
Raymarch, capital R, capital M.
Yeah, exactly. So that means that it's not the same as the others. But hold on. There's an error. Why?
Why is there an error? Surf disk we have. Oh, max distance. Max Raymarch distance it was?
Yeah. Ah, yeah, right. And I'm gonna bring the No, it's raymarch max steps and raymarch max dists. I'm bringing it.
Okay.
I'm bringing it, so I had to scroll up. Hold on, I'm gonna do a copy paste and then raymarch max steps. Okay. And I think that should be it. Okay, for now. And then try to apply it
here.
Not there. Not there. No, not there because we're not even using that. But
oh, right. My bad. Here.
But maybe comment. No, but before you, I would. Can you comment that and then
anyway,
just.
There's a. You want me to duplicate this? And
yes, because I want to be able to go back to see why. After like we see it working with your function, why it wasn't working, so that's why I want to keep it.
I don't think it will though. I think there's an error.
And there's no UV because that one has only 3.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Hold on a second. Why do we have an error?
Yeah, there's no radar in here. Where is it? Where's redirection? And oh no, it is there. What am I saying?
Yeah, there is. Give it a moment. Did you write it? Yeah. Let's comment on comment the other one just for a second.
Oh, okay, wait. No, but I think that.
Oh, I know why. I know why. Because
M needs to be 1.
Yeah, exactly. That was the error.
Wow, 1. Now there's a.
Oh wow.
Oh, what the heck? Okay, this is like way farther away than what we had before.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we are. We have landed. Not sure where we are.
Why do you have 1?
Interesting.
Do you think it's because of the mouse? Then maybe it should be MX. I wonder.
I think that no. So that is a property for the side. So you have, in the raymarch function, it takes a property, a ray origin, ray direction, and then a float for side. I guess, yeah, I'm not 100%. Did you rewatch the video? I didn't rewatch it to the end, so I don't remember what he said.
I only watched the part 1, so not the second part. But I did watch it, but I watched it on speed 2x, so...
didn't all think
exactly. So let me go back and see what RO normally is 00 minus 5, and for us is actually the same. It's the camera position, so that's fine. Oh, I see. Okay, I see something different. The places were wrong, I think. It's the opposite.
Ray origin and ray direction. Oh, good call. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, there we go. Hey,
so let me go back to our other one for a second, because now we see the cube, you know. In the other one, maybe we had to switch places too. Like the camera position had to be first. I wonder. No,
maybe.
I don't know. I'm just
Wait, what is the raymarch? Let me relook at that function. What are the things that we're sending to first? Ray direction, position.
No, in our case we lost it.
Yeah, so the raymarch function, the float version that
I'm gonna go back to
was the one that we built last time. Ray origin, ray direction. We have ray direction and position. It's quite different.
Oh, we can add back to mouse. I'm gonna add the mouse to this one so that we can use the mouse.
We have the mouse here in the main, and then if you send M into, oh wait, those calculations we do totally different place. It's so hard to translate
here. Hold on.
Two different things of code together.
And how did we enter them? Oh, I see. Okay. Because how did you had the mouse, right, in the other one?
Yeah, I did it, well, because all of my things, I did it in one section, in the main section. I didn't separate it into like scene, background, all the things. So for me, it was very simple. Like I just, I declared it under the UV, the mouse resolution, found the mouse position and the resolution, and then I sent it in through the ray origin.
But where did you introduce the mouse? for example?
In the main function. So in our project, for example, I dumped it on 230, but then we had changed it. We had moved it back. We did this last time into the scene.
Let's go back to the scene. Right. Which means that if we want to do that, we will have to bring it here, down here. And for us is...
Yeah, so...
Hold on, I'm just gonna comment the color because the color we're not even using at this point. So I'm gonna comment it. Yeah, we're not using the color. So, because if we want to move this cube, we can try to bring it in here, right? So.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And then the RO is ray origin. So for us right now, that is equivalent to
cam position, isn't it?
Cam position, yes.
Okay, now I got something, but I'm only moving.
But what's rotating now is the color, not the cube. But that's okay. We're getting somewhere. Yeah, so right now, when if I move my mouse, it rotates the gradient.
Yeah, me too. So should I move the call then? Like the whole thing? No. Should I move the ray direction? For me, it made more sense that it was the cam position.
No, I think that either whatever you plug in here, it's always going to rotate the color. I think because of the way
we have to rotate the cube. Wait,
are calculating everything. So, for example,
no, we have to rotate the cube. Where are we making the cube? Yeah. That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. We were making it in scene. That's why we had put it in scene to begin with.
Yeah, but right now we're not using that cube actually. Right now we're using...
So what I was going to say was that, wait, hold on, because you had just had it on line 242 or 241, but I think if you do it on line like 238, and then that information gets sent into the raymarch, it may work. So if you paste it back on line 242, those two lines that you had before.
242.
Yeah, just above the raymarch call. Because you want that information about the mouse to go into the cube, right? Yeah. So RO technically is like cam pods, right? And so you want this mouse info to go into the raymarcher.
I was gonna put it up. I was gonna put it up where we have the cube.
Oh, okay. You see a black screen, but for a second I moved my mouse and I saw the cube. Yeah. So it's definitely there. It's just not in view.
Oh, I see it.
It flashed for a second. Did you see it?
Yeah, you see it too?
It's in there somewhere. Weird. Oh, it's super weird.
So
wait, okay,
because we're moving the camera.
Right
yeah,
now?
We're moving the camera. So.
Yeah.
No, I think, as I thought, we have to go to the cube, you know, so. You're right, like.
Yeah,
if
but
we're
I mean,
in the
like,
scene.
So even in my template, the rotation I calculate in the main through the ray origin, and I send just the ray origin into the raymarch function. So I think you can still keep the mouse stuff here and just see how we use cam pods in the scene function.
Look, I'm in line 76. I think that's how it is. In line 76, I think we just have to.
76?
Mm-hmm.
So hold on, because I think also part of the reason things are getting confused is also because you still have the mouse stuff happening in line 116, 118. So we should comment some of this rotation stuff out because I think it's going to all piggyback off each other because all the functions are interconnected.
Oh, okay. I was trying to, you know what.
Can I comment it out just in the scene since we're not using it in there?
Yeah, you can comment the scene.
Okay. So see, the cube was there in the middle for a second. I wonder if Well, keep going with your idea, though. I don't want to stop you if you're mid-thought.
Yeah, but now there's an error, so I want to go back to at least having the cube. So why do we have an error? I went back.
I don't think, Nicole, we need to normalize the mouse positions because I have them just exactly the same way. They're being multiplied by pi and 2pi anyways. So in terms of like a rotation, it's okay.
Did you add something,
them, like,
by the
unnormalized in my template. Did I add something? No. What I did was I went into the scene function and I just commented out the rotation calculations.
Oh, that's making an error now.
Since you were doing them somewhere else, but I can comment them back.
Yeah, bring them back because that didn't really matter because we're not using that function at the moment. That's why I said like it doesn't matter that's not affecting anything because we're not using scene because we're not using that raymarch function.
So then why would it create an error if I commented them out if we're not using them?
Because
because they're in the cube.
Exactly. So if you commented that, it's making the error because it's part of that cube. And that's why I wanted to do that, you know, just what we did here.
But are we using, if we're not using scene at all, why don't we just remove it? Like, why don't we just comment it out for now?
You can comment it out. Don't remove it because I think I want to dig on doing it differently later on. So just comment it. Yeah, we can comment. Let's comment the ones that we don't use. Yeah, you're right. So we're not using just this for, like, and we're not using this. Sake. Oops. Oh, we're only using that.
Can we batch comment again? There we go.
Wait, there's an error. Why?
Oh, I can't.
Maybe I commented.
Did I accidentally? Yeah, that was me. No, that was me. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, we have a new joiner, 𝗙𝗶Ｈ𝗀𝗀𝗀. Nice to have you with us. We are currently trying to.
There's still an error.
Iridescent.
Did you comment something else? Can you comment float?
I only commented out scene. That's it. But I can bring it back.
Yeah, let's bring it back for a second because I want to see again. Okay, so I think we have to start commenting raymarch that we don't use because scene was you being used.
I didn't touch anything there. But you're commenting out just one line. You're commenting out the top of the background function. You're not commenting on like the whole background.
Okay.
Also the raymarch. Oh, I see. Because you had switched the little the toggle. So it'll only do a section. Okay. Yeah, you have to do it's going to be super. What's a shame is that when you comment the things out, you can't minimize them anymore.
I mean, now everything is commented, really. Ah, yeah, you're right.
No. So get dist. Do we need get dist still? Yeah, I think you do, but I don't understand. We're just creating the box in get dist. Wow, I'm confused. There's so many functions now.
Hold on. Why?
We're so close, though. I saw the cube.
Yeah. Okay.
It wasn't transparent, though. There was a refractive element missing from the cube, but also it wasn't rotated, so, you know. But I feel like still, even when it's perfectly straight, my cube, I see the back. So it isn't refracted yet. There's something about the calculations that are off.
There's an error when I comment raymarch float. Are we using it still somewhere? No. That's what. Oh, we're using it here. Okay, now I see. Okay.
That makes.
When we use the new raymarch from you, we forgot to use the new raymarch as well here.
Everywhere else in our code.
255.
Shit. Okay.
So in 255, it had to be, of course, the new raymarch. And hold on a second. The raymarch, and we have because it's not a vector 2.
It's just going to be a -1.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a vector 2. I think maybe. First of all, that's the
hey,
okay. Now we actually
that's
have
what I was waiting for. So, and it's transparent, everybody.
But we have to move.
So as you can see the little lines there, now we just need to send in the mouse and then I'll be thrilled. But so
in order to do that, and I think we have to go to line to line 66 where you had the get distance function.
Line 66. Yeah, there's like one thing happening
in here. We have to bring the kind of I'm gonna call it mouse rotation.
Mouse rotation. Right, and then pause is going to be just P.
And then we can do this, and then it means that in here we have a vector.
Wait, but how do we get right? We need the mouse.
And then it means that where we're using the get distance function in here, we also need another vector 2 mouse and then mouse. And where are we using get normal?
Get normal. We use get normal, I think,
here,
in the main function.
Line 250. And I think now it should be good, or less. Wait a second. Oh, we're using it twice. We're using it in line 250 and 260.
260.
So I think now.
Anywhere else? No, that's it. Come on.
Please, you should work. There's an error. Why? Hold on. Is there a third time where we use get normal? Get normal.
Get dist. Something in get dist. There is no overloaded function. Blah blah blah. Something in get dist is what I'm seeing. On
Oh, and get dist. Okay. We're using get this several times. Pardon
me. I'm so excited. I'll get to explain the index of refraction thing to you guys soon.
I think now I really have the vector 2 everywhere where I was supposed to have it, unless there's we have get dist. We have get this here too. Okay.
We have 2 get dist?
Yeah, there's no, it's somewhere else too. So, oh my god.
Okay,
so
wait, fine. Get this.
So many places.
Oh, I see you. Yeah. Is there another one?
Which means that wherever. Oh my god. We need M. And then raymarch. And we need M here. Okay, hopefully now I think we have it in all the places where it should be. Yes, yay!
There we go.
And we have it.
So, okay, this is super fun.
I don't know if you were able to follow.
Everyone who has hung out with us this whole time, thank you for the journey. It has been bumpy, but we got here. I'm so excited. Okay, so wait. So now, if you go to line 247, the index of refraction is all about basically like how thick the glass is that you're refracting, or thick the material is. Is it glass? Is it ice? Is it water? And so generally 1.45, based on what the guy from Art of Code said. It's just so bad. What's his name? I always butcher his
Martjin,
name.
I think.
His name?
Martjin.
Martjin. Is it Martjin with like a J or whatever?
No, I think he's German, so I would say just Martjin.
Okay. So yeah, if you play with it, like if I just set it to 1, you'll see that. Is it gonna refresh? Now it's like not. Did it refresh for you guys?
Yeah, it refreshed. It refreshed. So it's like very
so now it's like not transparent, right? And if you make like 1.8, it's gonna be like super shiny. I don't know if you can tell.
Go back so that I can rotate my screen. Go back to 1 when it was very like opacity all over.
So imagine like really thick glass or ice, right? You can kind of see the light through it, but you can't see the edges so much of the other side. And then if you go to like, I don't know, 1.9, it's going to be very, very transparent. And then there was another number that was fun to play with.
I wrote something.
That actually had a
note. So,
okay.
It says that, for example, the denser material like glass that you were explaining, the higher this index of refraction will be, and that normally all index of refraction are always higher than 1. So they are never like lower than that.
If you go lower, it's like not.
And for example, diamond, which is very like hard material, it's like 2.4, and the one that you had before, is like air. So the thicker you go into stuff, like if you want like more glassy, I guess like a diamond has so many reflections, then you have to give it a higher index of refraction, as opposed if you want something with less density, as air, then it's lower. That's what I wrote in my notes, that the higher the density of the thing, of the object, then the more index of refraction that you want to add in your thing.
I mean, if you want to stay with realism.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. So yeah.
Yeah. 2.42 is a diamond, apparently. Yeah, you can go really high with the shininess. But there's also, shoot, I can't remember which value it is.
For what?
Wait, let me find it in a separate bit of code. So within this, I think it's in the if statement here somewhere, there is a value that when you change it, the thickness of the edges of the glass are either bigger or more fine, but I don't remember exactly which one it is. If you give me a second, I will open a project that I used to do that played with it, and I think I wrote myself a note if I was smart enough to hold on to it.
I wonder if it's the index of refraction itself, like in here.
No, that's what I thought it would be, but I don't think so. Wait, where are you? No, it's where?
Like for example, line 262.
No. So it was just, it was like I think it might be like, oh, shoot, let me find it. Where did I don't think I'll find it in time for this, but I can definitely post it later. Shoot, and maybe it's because I changed computers and lost a couple of projects.
Does it have to do with the dot product, like where you have this different equation? Which, by the way, are we using this different equation? We're not even using it, aren't we? Do you see line 268? 268 float diff. We're not using it. I'm gonna comment it.
Oh wait, let me turn on the gamma correction now, since we made it this far. Does it make it different? Yeah, it makes it like more faded, I guess.
I'm gonna delete the different equation
on your computer screen,
because we're not using the different equation, so that we have less.
No, I don't know where the project is. I'm sorry, I don't know if I can find it in time.
I'm gonna change the dot product for a second with the line.
But I feel like where is it? It's definitely like in the top part here somewhere. I feel like it's like in the, maybe it's this. No, that's definitely not it. What is the value that I'm supposed to change for that part? Wait, let me check my comments actually.
Does it have to be in the position that the rate enter, the p enter? Do you think maybe it has to be smaller? This like 3-point floating number?
No, that just makes it like, that's more to do with the color. Is what I'm looking for is also, because ours is not the same as my template, it's tricky for me to see it. I'm sure I wrote a note somewhere. Hold on.
Yeah. I'm in the meantime trying stuff myself, just because I've never really worked or played with the refraction before. After this, I'm gonna dig in. And definitely I'm gonna try to make it work with the other way that we were cutting it before. Just to like get a grasp of everything that we did.
No, totally.
Yeah, I'll be happy like in season 3, you know, to do another session again on this, you know, so just to digest it.
We have to do this again. We have to do it again. Wait,
I mean, I'm still playing with stuff, so keep trying.
Okay, when did I use this? I used this for, what's the recent project that I used it for? Oh wait, am I in the wrong? No, I'm in the right. Any day shaders, there it is. Okay. Raymarching template. Okay. Oh right. Oh, it's in 𝗙𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗀. 1 second. I have to like remember how to do this. I haven't used 𝗙𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗀 in a while. CD any day shaders. GLSL viewer. Raymarching template. Does that just run it? Yeah. There we go. Oh. Okay. Code. Come on, any day. I saw that you started a new hashtag, by the way.
Ah, yeah, I had just this idea in my mind for so long. And
oh, fun! I like it.
Yeah,
street shaders.
Yeah, I always want. I mean, I love street art in general. So, like, even before I started to do digital art, I was just doing creative coding, but not like pursuing to become an artist. I guess 3 years ago with a friend, and we discussed that it would be cool to have a projector and go in the streets and project or like stuff that we were doing. And back then I was even like, I remember we were thinking, oh, how can we get a projector that we could like carry around, and then maybe we would need like a battery. And I totally forgot that I myself had a pocket projector since 10 years ago.
That's super fun.
Because my boyfriend gave me one as a present a long time ago, even before, you know, I was doing art 10 years ago in 2011 or something, because to just watch films at home and do stuff. And then when we moved to Hamburg many years now, I put it in a box because in here in this flat we no longer had a wall, as like when he gave me that as a present, we used to have a wall in that flat back then so we could watch films, which was great, like a tiny cinema. And then he reminded me, actually since 2 years ago, my boyfriend has been telling me like, oh, why don't you use your projector when you're like applying to the stuff? And then I was getting mad that my stuff didn't look good in projection mapping. I'm just like a lazy person, so I was like, ah. And then eventually I was like, I have to unbox this thing and check it out, because maybe like, and then I unboxed it and I was like, why am I not doing this since 2 years ago?
I mean, I love that idea. It's also fun because you can do like guerrilla style. You can like, just like set yourself up anywhere you want and project for a couple of minutes somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, have like an art show.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember why it's hard for me to find the value.
Why?
I think it's actually not in here. I think that we would have to do part 2 of the video that Art of Code guy did.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's why. I was like, where is this line of code?
Oh, because we don't have it in here.
So, yeah, in part 2, so once we have properly done this again and figured it out, in a more like, fluid way, there's a second part to this where he takes the initial cube and he deforms it. And it's through that deformation that we get access to this line of code that allows you to also set how dense each fold is. And also he shows you like how to fold things up. And it's like super fun. It's probably even more fun if you properly understand the math, but I just like kind of fiddling with it and seeing what random shapes I end up with. If you go to my Instagram and you look at my reels, I can show you an example of what I mean for next time or for like a future video.
Yeah, I think before we meet like the next time, I definitely will try a little bit more to
go
play.
Through it again.
Yeah, so that we can explain it better too. So, you know, so it's nice to learn this stuff.
Yeah. So if you go like here, I'll send it to you.
Send it to me so that I can put it up.
If you go to that one, you'll see like I'm just playing with bending, and like the folds are thicker. Yeah, folding the SDF Koch fractals, sort of, but not quite in fractal territory yet. But yeah, it's definitely in that direction.
Folding space, basically.
So yeah, folding space. Yeah, I mean fractals in general. I just love the idea of bending space and time. So there's that one, and then if you add to that, you know, the techniques that we've learned with Sean. So for cosine domain warping, you also have this guy here. So I just sent you 2 links.
Okay, let me know.
The second link I just sent you is like an animated version of that. And so you see how the lines that you're seeing now are so thick, and then the next video you'll see that they're more muted, but also I'm animating the shape itself. So the refraction is like super different, and like all of the sides fold in on each other. I don't know. I find it super fun, very pretty, and like it's like endlessly interesting. Like there's so much to like learn in the code there, because like how many times is the light ricocheting off it inside once it's bent, right? Like I don't know how accurate it actually is, but it looks pretty fucking cool to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Despite not being well like so real, no? So that's the part that I like to play as well. That is not like it's something abstract in a way too.
Nicole is saying in the get normal function we can change the thickness. Oh, maybe that's E?
In the get normal? The thickness? Okay, hold on. Get normal function.
Yeah, it's E. Thank you, Nicole. Exactly. Okay, so in vector 2 E on line 88, I just removed, it was 006. And it was thin, but I almost feel like it's too thin, and I just deleted one of the zeros, and now it's like very rounded, which I kind of love. It feels plasticky almost.
Yeah.
So that's super fun to me.
Yeah.
Those are the little details that I really enjoy. And like, what if we make it like 0.6? I don't even know. It's gonna
even
be weird
thicker,
and smooth.
Yeah.
And so that's when you start to see like
this looks like an ice cube. You know, like an ice cube has this refraction kind of like to solidity inside. So.
And then there's like different layers of thickness in there or something.
Yeah.
You ever look through the bottom of a glass?
Yeah, that too. It's
bottom,
the same.
Right?
Yeah, the same.
Totally
like thick glasses that have like a thickness, because some glasses have like a thickness bottom, I would say. So yeah, or like that's fun.
Yay,
Ooh, can you add time to that? Imagine add a sign T, so then it's gonna like morph.
Is it just time or?
Oh, U time, I think actually.
Is it just T?
No, it's U time actually, I think.
Let's see. But yeah, I've played around.
Yeah.
So I've played around a lot with it. In my yeah. Then you can reduce or grow obviously the range that you're signing, but super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna like review the code that we did today and redo this at some point.
Yes, on season 3, I think we should
like
look
our
into it
version
again.
Of the setup.
Yeah, I think I would love to like look at it again to understand it better.
Kind of strange Frankenstein code that is a combo of like my template, which is basically
our template, and the template that we have.
Our own understanding of raymarching based on Char's templates. Like, what is the curiously minded template?
Yeah, we have to make one. Yeah, I would love to, because actually when I do raymarch and I don't do like refraction but just raymarch, I took a mix adapted from what I learned with Char, and also what I read from Jamie Wong. I really like how
you
he
really
explains.
Love that tutorial that
yeah,
he did. It's
so
true.
I take things from both, which in my head makes sense. So yeah, it's nice to make your own like template.
I mean, the more you encounter, the more different templates you encounter, eventually you land. This is my technique anyways, because there's 1,000,001 ways to do anything in code, right?
Yeah.
And every time I look at a template, I'm like, okay, wait, does this seem overcomplicated because I don't understand, or actually because it's very different from the way my brain naturally thinks?
Yeah.
So I try to find a middle spot somewhere. I feel like you're the same.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I really like stuff like this that it's at least for me it's complicated. I like to revisit it again and again until it finally clicks completely with a
oh, I'm so proud that we did this though.
Yeah, me too.
I'm very happy.
Yeah, I'm really happy too with like moving the cube still. It's so fun.
And good on Nicole for spotting that. Good on you, Nicole.
Sometimes I feel like as well it's nice to have all of you watching us, because when we do, and I speak for myself, you can tell me if you feel the same, Eliza, but when I'm coding live, I guess just the fact that we're like having this conversation and trying to code live at the same time and paying attention to the chat and all of this, so I don't have the full attention as if I would be, for example, alone here doing my shader. It's different. Like I catch things faster, as opposed when we're together it takes me like more, and I think the people that is watching us, they're by their own kind of, so then they can catch stuff faster than us, I feel. So it's nice to,
I mean, I'm always very impressed with this. Oh, hello, 𝗦𝗶𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀. This is GLSL.
Yeah.
We're coding shaders. But yeah, no, I agree. I find it, I mean, I love the chat, but at the same time, it totally takes my concentration away.
Yeah, for me too.
If there's words, I can't code.
So it's a little bit like harder.
Like, and I try to read the suggestions, but then I'm like, it takes me,
By the way, happy to inspire as well Richard with the guerrilla or projection. Yeah, if you do get one, use the hashtag street shaders so that I can see everybody. So which I wanted to mention that actually Sol, you know, when I met her like maybe now a month ago or something, we were talking about it, and that's why I was
You've met everybody now. I have met nobody.
I know. Oh, you've met some people. Come on. Yeah, you've met some people that I haven't met.
I want to meet the girls.
so
I want to meet the girls. Okay, we need to have an all-girl shader meetup, just like us, and then we can like have an all-girl shader festival or something.
I think so. And I was gonna say that Sol, I think she got herself as well the projector, because we were talking about it. I told her about this idea that I had, and then Sol told me, oh, I actually had the same idea, and I was like, well, I'm not surprised that you also thought about it. And she told me I want to buy one, and I think eventually she bought one. And then I remember when we spoke, I told my boyfriend, I think I'm gonna unbox my thing now. And then I wrote to Sol, you know what, I had one, so we could have used it when you were here, like my mini projector, because we were talking about it, but I was just so bloody lazy. But then she told me that she also got one, so I think eventually she's going to do the same.
Which ones are you guys buying? Because I always look at them and I'm like, I don't know enough about projectors to know which one is good for like a pocket size.
The thing is, I have no idea, because
is it HD? Like,
mine is really old. It's like 11 years old, so I don't think even it exists anymore. But it's basically just a pocket projector, so it has a battery and that's it. I think if you would Google like portable projector, somebody asked me on Twitter the other day, and I told him unfortunately I cannot say, because mine is 11 years old, so I don't think it even exists, my model. But I am sure if you Google it nowadays, there must be tons of them, like tons of different ones. So.
Yeah, it's true. There's
and
like
mine, for example, it doesn't have the best quality, I must say, because I mean it was just
well, the pocket projectors are never super good quality.
But for this like street art that I thought that I don't care about the quality, is more for me is more the kind of like when you go and see like graffiti, right? So you just like, it's not perfect, it's just like some art that you do there. So that's why I didn't care about quality. So
no, true.
So I think as long as you get something for a couple of $100 euros,
that's portable. Yeah, yeah, true. I just saw a comment in the chat. Imagine what it's like for Raph. He lets us trigger burp noises. I can't imagine. If we had some kind of special thing that you could, I would, I don't know, but I think Raph's concentration is a lot more like.
I don't know how he does it, honestly, especially because he has all this, like when people subscribe to their channel and they have like this thing happening. Like and yeah, exactly. I follow other Twitchers that they have this, but for me it's a little bit overwhelmed to have like, have this and that and the chat and that.
That's too much. But we're the chill stream. We're the like.
I kind of like this, yeah.
We're just here to have fun and code things in a very relaxed Zen vibe.
Yeah.
It goes as much for our viewers as our guests.
Yeah, I think so. So respect for Ralph, by the way. So.
Yeah, seriously.
Parallel, like doing all these things.
This what I'm about to say may also be controversial, but I remember a long time ago watching a report that I don't know if this is actually like a physical thing or it's just like because of the history of like culture and society. But I did read that it was a lot easier for people who identify as a male to focus on a single thing at a time, and that people who identify as women are often, I guess because of like the nature of what is expected of us throughout history, we're always just kind of like, what's going on anywhere? Does anything, like if there's 10 conversations, we're trying to keep, like it's very hard for our brains
I heard this as well.
Keep up with everything all at once. Okay, I'm glad it's not just me.
No, I
say
heard
that to
it.
People sometimes, and they're like, "This is 2022, Eliza," and I'm like, "No."
No, I heard it, and I heard it as is like not only like a cultural, but more like a natural thing, like just like a nature thing. So that's what I heard, at least. or read somewhere at some point in my life as well, a long time ago. So then I forgot.
Yeah.
So yeah, that could be it. That's why we are distracted more if there's like more going on.
So easily distracted.
But my personality is like that anyway, so I cannot like...
Yeah, I know. Well, TikTok would have me believe that I'm like ADHD, blah, blah, blah. But I think it's just that the internet exists. And there are notifications everywhere all the time. Yeah. How many different chat apps are you on?
Oh, not so many, because otherwise I get overwhelmed. So for example, I don't have WhatsApp that everybody has, no? So.
It's true. You're only on Telegram.
Yeah,
but
and Signal.
I would actually lose touch with people.
Telegram and Signal. Yeah, those two. Only those two.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So, no more.
Oh, I have so many. I have WhatsApp, Telegram, Signal, iMessage, Discord, Slack, and how many Discord channels? And
I don't have Discord on my phone. Forget about that.
Mighty Networks. No. And then I'm sure I'm forgetting something.
Oh, no.
I just heard about Geneva. Geneva is where all the Gen Zs are hanging out. Yeah, it's like a new social app.
I don't even have Snapchat or whatever. Like, I don't even have TikTok. I just have Instagram and Twitter and...
TikTok, you know what's great about TikTok? I mean, all social media is truly very toxic, but what's lovely about TikTok to me is that people go on there not to find their friends, but to make friends with total strangers. Like you don't want to follow people you know. You want to just like go in there to find people that are as weird and strange as you, but like, and who will have like 1 million followers, but not know any of them, and it's fine because you're interacting with total strangers about random shit that they completely understand, and that's where the interaction ends. But it's just nice because you meet weirdos that are just as weird as you. Weird in the same way, because we're all weirdos.
Okay.
It's all uniquely. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's You don't go on, it's not like
people,
Instagram where you want
people.
To show off how much you know everyone and you have such a huge following. It's not like that. You'll still have a huge following, but no one actually cares who you are. You know? They're just following you because your content's funny. Yeah.
If it keeps growing, I think eventually I would open an account, but for me it's like, I can't, like, just I stay
in the
into
last
social
year, there have been an increasingly high number of
I read, and I'm like,
Great.
maybe eventually I have to open an account in this.
Lovely.
Like, even my parents have this app since a long time ago, and they keep telling me as well.
Really? Honestly.
Which I'm like, why do you have this? Like, you're older than me, you shouldn't be using this.
But that's the thing. It's nice because also they are saying that TikTok is the new Google. So. And it's true that I do open the app when I'm looking for how to do things.
Something?
Like, I don't know.
Like YouTube.
Yeah.
I guess I use YouTube
things,
like this. When I need to fix something or do something.
There aren't any ads on TikTok like that. It's not like you don't need to wait. You just, the content is all there. So like, how do I don't know, the other day I was like, I need to release, I had some crank in my neck and I was like, how do I release my upper back?
Right.
In an instant. And it's super short. It's like 2 minutes instead of 20 minutes.
You're selling it. They should pay us as sponsors, please, if you're listening. Come sponsors. I mean Eliza just convinced us.
If I'm honest, it just feels like the internet used to feel to me, where everyone's crazy, no one knows anybody, and we're all running around just looking for things that are interesting and shiny to pick up and stare at for 5 seconds. And then you move on to the next thing, and that's okay. It's not like now, like all the websites and Instagram, everything looks the same.
Yeah.
TikTok is very different.
Well, Instagram is kind of annoying me because they're trying to become like them, and I'm not even in TikTok, but they have changed the app so much in the past half a year, and I hate it. And I think it's because they're trying to become like them, so it's very annoying. So why don't they just stay?
But I think I read watched a really interesting TikTok actually about this the other day, where this girl was outlining that Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, they've always known what their core thing was that they give to you as the public. Instagram has never, like, as soon as they gave up on the photo, they haven't known what their identity is, and so they just grab bits and pieces from everywhere, and like no one likes them, even though they're still making the most money, which is so annoying. Come to TikTok. It's fun.
Yeah, maybe
I have 3 TikToks. I have one for coding,
3?
and then 2 for posting random shit that no one will ever know it's from me. It's just because it's fun.
Okay. Yeah.
3. But I mean, it's not like I keep up with it. It's not like it's like my job where I
I understand.
It's literally just for fun,
I'm actually pissed with Instagram because they blocked my private. I had 2 accounts, kind of like you have now 3 TikToks. Yeah, they shut down my account just because I made a typo in my birthday. you know, when they introduce this whatever random feature that it annoys me, and I put the wrong birthday, like being, I don't know, 10 years old or something.
Oh, the ID thing.
Yeah, and then they closed it, and I was so angry. I've written to them because it was my personal account where I have like my friends and, you know, so very important account, and I haven't been managing to.
But you can. I have a friend who did that on Facebook, where it was the year that they decided that everyone on Facebook had to use their real name and you couldn't use like a fake name anymore. So his Facebook got just shut off, and he was like, "What? Like no warning, nothing? Like not even an email?"
It was the same for me.
But I mean, I know people who used to work at Facebook. If you want, I can ask them for you to see who they could put you in touch with. To like,
if you have a contact, it would be lovely, because I was like really. I mean, and this is the reason why I hate social media. Honestly, that's why I hate it, because they have so much power, and how is it possible because you made a bloody typo, then suddenly like they're telling you, no, you're not old enough to. I mean, if they look at the photos, please, at the conversations, even not at the personal private conversations.
That's the problem.
So yeah, exactly, but it's just like so annoying. And if I don't get my account back, I was so angry. I was like, I'm just gonna leave the fucking app if I don't get my account, because I hate them. Like, I lost like all my a lot of contacts in there, friends that I have from back home, for example. I have no idea how to find them again, because
you can't even like reset the account and just like adjust your birthday. That's crazy.
No, I can't.
Flow States is really making me try to. Oh, Pumper Dad, he knows about my alt Instagram. It's true. I did post from it today though. I have 3 Instagrams, but one I will never share publicly, but the other one I do put my movement stuff on. I'm glad that's inspiring you. The balance comes with time, and sometimes I mean, I obviously I'm not about to post all the times I fall over, but maybe I could do a compilation of all the times I don't succeed at any of the poses, because
in yoga, you should.
I don't like the idea of I fall all the time. I'm very unsteady, you guys.
Yeah, really, maybe call it bloopers or something.
From the very end.
You can call it bloopers, and then all the, you know, so, cause
totally. All of the times that I fall over, I'm gonna do that, I think. Yeah. I mean, one of the TikToks is basically the same thing that I post on Instagram, just in case. I just like to double post, so that the day that Instagram
isn't it tiring to do
ready to go.
I mean, I already sometimes doing double posting with Twitter, and I'm already like, oh, you know, like sometimes I don't even post on Twitter, only mostly on Instagram, or the opposite. But
when it's posting work related things, I feel so much more heaviness than posting just like funny content that's just for me.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, like if I have to post my work on Twitter and be like, hey, I did this thing, I'm really blah, and then I have to think of a description, and I'm like, it's a lot. I don't know why the pressure, it didn't used to be there. That's the internet's fault though, I think.
Yeah, we've seen
But
it.
I'm glad if people are into flow states. The goal with flow states was actually to do movement related digital art, but I'm working my way up to it. Now that I play in Touch Designer, it's a lot easier. Because doing that in Unity Unity's not. Touch Designer is better for that, I should say. Maybe Unity is great for it, but Touch Designer is very good for it. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about random things now. Sorry, that was a very big tangent.
Yeah. I was gonna start to maybe say goodbye, because now
it's 7. It's true, we did 2 hours.
So, but I'm really happy that we managed to finish this chapter, especially after like closing the season soon. So by the way, for everybody who's watching, we still have one more stream to go before the official summer break of this season, which is next week. And I think I'm gonna open here our website. Do you remember which day is?
16th.
Yeah, is that a Tuesday or a Wednesday?
Is a
Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday, and I think it's an afternoon. No?
Yes.
We're doing it. We have to guess.
Yeah. We don't have the time yet in the website. It's gonna be updated after this stream, but join us. It's gonna be a little bit earlier than today, so it's gonna be 1 p.m. Central European time. So Ophelia, which is gonna be our guest, she's based right now in Japan, in Tokyo. So Tokyo time is like 8 p.m. That's why we chose this like maybe weird time for all of you. And maybe I think for people in America it's gonna be 6 a.m. or something. So, but
there'll be a replay though if you guys aren't awake yet. But maybe it'll be very sunny. Like I wake up so early now because the sun is up at like 5:36. So yeah, join us for the last one if you would like, and if you can. There's always going to be the replay, and then we'll be back at some point in like September, October.
Yeah,
probably
September, October.
Feels very busy for me.
Yeah, maybe October. Like maybe.
Hopefully, we'll be more. I pledge to be more organized next season.
Yeah, yeah. I think we both will not be traveling so much, because the problem in this season, I think, is we both were traveling like a lot.
Yeah.
So me in the beginning of the year, and then I myself caught COVID in the beginning of the year for 2 months. So then I told Eliza that best not to stream until I was better. And I think as soon as I got better, we stream a bit, and then you start to travel. So it was just, we haven't synchronized in that sense. But I think maybe the next season.
Plus, there were some connection hiccups. Like I was having trouble streaming.
Yeah.
You were having trouble with your connection. So, but we learned a lot this season between the shaders and the streaming stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll be back with lots of fun things soon. But they're still next week. So yeah, if you're around.
Yeah, join us. And thanks for being here.
Thanks for hanging out with us today.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Have a lovely day still, everybody.
Yeah, have a good rest of your day, everybody.
Yeah. Let's find the OBS to say goodbye. Bye.
Bye.